What's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Henry Plays, Christian, Lo-Fi, Pavel, Afuk, DSB. What's up, everybody? Talk in chat. You know, prior to stream, you guys know I am a procrastinator. I am like going at it in all directions, trying to make sure I get everything done, all the Twitters and whatnots. So yeah, most of the time, in the seconds before my stream starts, I'm not even looking at the chat just because I've got a bazillion other things going. Anyway, what's going on, everybody? I'm doing good. I actually feel good today. Yesterday I desperately needed sleep, and I got some sleep, and then I woke up with just the most ridiculous allergies that you could possibly imagine, and that's why I ended up just doing that little Destiny stream late. So feeling a lot better today. Thanks for asking. Anyway, so what you all want to do? I'm gonna do just viewer request public runs today, within reason. If somebody comes and asks me to carry them on floor 300, I'm not gonna do it. But anything within reason. So what do y'all want match number 1 to be? Prime 5? Prime 5 sounds fair. Let's do it. This one's a challenge here. Let's see. The Altar of a Theme. No, I'm not at floor 638, Lo-Fi. I think the best I can do is up to like 470 or 480. I stopped doing Onslaught. It was kind of a dragger for me. To me, it wasn't fun. Let's see. We're on US West, by the way. You're at like 30. It's a time grind. I mean, once you get like to floor 80 or 100, you've seen pretty much everything you're gonna see, and everything from there is just a number scaler. The damage the enemies do and the health of the enemies goes up. And that's really the only thing that changed, and it gets extremely grindy. It's just you see the exact same things every single run. You have to go to your title screen there, Christian. So before you load into either town or tavern and hit options, and then you can do it from there. Sorry y'all, noisy truck going by, and it's a warm day, so I got all my windows and doors and whatnots opened. I actually want to try a little trick today, but I want to do it solo, just so I can appreciate the full effect of it. I'll get to that later on here. Key here, of course, for anybody struggling with this, or one of the keys, is don't build up by the spawn. I say that all the time, but give enemies room to come out. If not, your little books will drop in there, and it just extends the amount of time. Did I miss you? Well, of course I missed you, Lo-Fi. Where you been, man? What the heck? We good? I want to make sure I leave myself plenty. That's actually, I left myself a ton. So that works out. I'll take it. I'll take that ton. See, so what does that leave? It leaves 270 left. So we can get a little pre-filter going over here. Nah, destructive pylons don't work together. That would be insanely OP if they did. That's the first thing I checked, I'm not gonna lie. As that is just the most ridiculous thought ever. Heck, we can even boost these bad boys. Let's get the full filter job going here. And that leaves me 30. I'll put 30 where I want to put something on this statue so that there's a defense helping with it as well. I want to get buffed though. There's nowhere I can get the buff. That's alright. Better, anything's better than nothing. I don't want to get it over here and into the spawn. So we'll just go like right here with it. And then we got 100 left. In fact, since that one's not buffed, let's upgrade that one. And that one. That'll help out on those first two statues. What do I think is the best DPS character excluding the starting four? Well, I mean, there's a lot of opinion involved anytime you say best. As it's some, you know, it's based off of your personal preference of what playstyle you like. I would say if you like melee heroes, the best hero outside of the starting four would be the Barbarian. And if you like ranged heroes, it would be either the EV2 or the Gun Witch, in my opinion. I mean, I personally am a big fan of both the EV2 and the Gun Witch, so that works out well. Frostfire, of course, heavy Frostfire use can get up in the spawn too, and I am indeed I am one of those people. I end up spamming way too much Frostfire around just because it's so fun, watching all the explosions. Assassins are mean, man. They are mean. Oh wow, I just got hit by something. Oh, that assassin's cleave range is big too, huh? Wow, man. Dude just wants to hit me. So we need one more book. And then we're good to go here. Looks like we got the book. You guys ready? Looks like everybody's ready. There we go. That's another thing too. I remember, like, not necessarily, this is actually the first public match I've done. But it's always important to make sure your team is ready to go here, because if you're not capable of getting through all that damage on your own, you really need your team here. So if you've got half the team is like down in this lower lane fighting or whatever, that's not, you know, that's not the time to pop it. If you have a question, just ask it, Christian. Don't ask to ask, just ask. These guys, man. I'm ringing that bell. Take that, you bastards. Get stunned already. You can even have a team member inside. Just popping those bad boys, you know? Just popping them when they're up. The potion is extremely helpful onboard, I bet. This isn't my first time doing this map, but it is my first time doing it in a group. As far as the Prime version, of course the old Incursion I've done a million times in a group. Alright, so we all good? Where everybody at? I'm dead. Yep. Alright, looks like everybody's here now. And we good? Maybe. I never claimed to be the best at anything, Lo-Fi. I'm just some dude that plays the game and enjoys it, and I enjoy editing videos and teaching people. So, maybe you do have a better Nuke Monk. Mine hits for 1.6 bill, though. Just saying. I ain't saying mine's the best, but I am saying mine's good enough to get the job done. What's going on, Deer Buck? How you doing? Onboard's in there, or somebody's in there ringing the bell. I see them bell stuns going off. That used to be a requirement. I remember back when this incursion first released, way back in the day, like, I didn't even consider popping that statue without the invulnerability potion. I just always went right for it. That should be all 4. Not letting me ping up here. What the heck? Like everybody's here. Oh, I got wrecked. They got it anyway. Is resetting worth it? It is if you're going to do it a bunch of times. If you only want to do it once or twice, it's not really worth it. And it is quite a time grind, so it's up to you, really. I mean, there's no wrong answer there. If you don't want to do AP resets, you certainly don't have to. It depends on how much time you want to put into the game, you know? It's grindy. It's grindy as a mofo. There's zero doubt about that. I mean, I know lots of people who have climbed to very respectable floors in Onslaught without ever doing AP reset. So, I mean, the options are there. But it also depends on if that's your goal. Because, like, for many, that's not their goal. It's a very grindy goal. It's for a specific group of people. That's why there's so few that have climbed to the top at this point. I went farther than I thought I ever would. Because I don't know, to me it's just too grindy. I can grind the same map over and over and over and over again for a bazillions of hours if it's looking for special loot, but I can't do it if there's no loot involved. For me, it's just demotivating. But that's just me personally. The reason I grind in games is completely all about the loot. Well, thanks there, Datroy. I appreciate it. Woof. Man, these guys hit hard. There we go. Oh, I got a daily mission out of the deal. Oh, you know, I never looked at my weekly. Maybe I should knock the weekly out real quick, too. Well, there is Altar of Athame map. Very first public map ever. I'll have to clip that one out and put it up on the YouTubes. So thanks, y'all. Let's see, so what to do next? Oh, did the Alpha 18 finally hit Icos? Oh my god, I failed miserably. I have not played it at all, but I need to download it and get to it. I've been hard on the Destiny grind. You know, there's new goals in Destiny with that Shadowkeep expansion. So I've been playing a lot of Destiny 2. Mayretha, I see you there. I missed you earlier. I saw your RAR, but for some reason I thought the RAR came from somebody else. Yeah, I'm doing public matches, Roy, so anybody's welcome to join. See if I got any loot out of that. Got no amp. Got no fancy schmancy weapons either, or no decent mods. I got a Shadow Flame knife, but I don't need another Shadow Flame knife. That one's heavy with hero health, though. I feel bad just selling it, so I'll throw it in the shop. Anybody wants it. Nothing else worth keeping, I don't believe. What's going on there? Holy sheep, man. In Atlanta at a conference. Stay away from, what's that place in Atlanta? What's the party spot in Atlanta? Buckhead? Is that what it's called? Stay away from Buckhead, holy sheep, man. It will only lead to sadness tomorrow. So what is our weekly? Oh, it's already done. Alright, weekly complete. Stun or knock up 200 enemies. I never lived in Atlanta, but I spent some time back in the corporate days in Marietta, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. And that was in my younger days, so yeah. That place was a thing for me. Alright, holy sheep, man. Take it easy. Enjoy. So what's next, y'all? What's next? Blade. Manel, I live in Washington. Over on the northwest U.S. Any suggestions from anyone? What you all want to play? I'll queue it up public, whatever it is. Am I a millionaire? Yeah, I wish. No, I am a broke, starving artist is what I am, Lo-Fi. That has not been released yet, Datroy, so we don't know yet. I'm assuming that will be the last one. In my opinion, it's the strongest hyper shard. So, I mean, I think that's going to be the last shard that drops. Exposed. Exposed for what? Exposed for being a starving artist. Couple Demon's Lair on board says. I'm not grinding Onslaught. There's nothing less fun than grinding Onslaught. Well, onboard says a couple of Demon's Lair, so since no one else is speaking out, Demon's Lair it is. We'll do 2 of them since they're so fast. And here we go. I'm on US West there, Detroy. How do I deal with my defenses frozen? I don't get my defenses frozen. I guess my way of dealing with it is avoidance. As far as like frost orcs go, you can outrange frost orcs. And then you can also overcap the rate for frost orcs. So if you get your defenses rate overcapped, it comes directly off of the frost orcs freezy freeze. And I spent a ton over there, huh? Or no, that's a Skyguards too. I'm going to be just a little short of doing that exact thing on every lane, though. I believe. Or no, there's still a ton of DE left. No, I don't. Well, I mean, it's not out yet, so we don't know, Jason, but you can't stack 2 of the same shards now. So, I mean, that would tell me you wouldn't be able to stack 2 of the same shards when you get 2 mass destructions. Now, I mean, like I said, it's not here yet, so we don't really know. So I got 120 left. Kind of want to put something down here. Yeah, the first one is Destructive Pylon. The second one is Thunderstruck. The third one is Explosive Shielding Guard. And the fourth one is... What's the fourth one, y'all? Oh, Radiant Critical. The Boot Shard. I guess good. I think we good, y'all. Prime 5, we won't know what it drops for 2 more weeks. And then with Prime 6, we'll actually get 2. Because we'll get 1 for completing Prime 6. And then we'll get another for completing all of the incursions. So when we complete Prime 6, we'll get 2 of those bad boys. And that's going to be awesome. So certainly looking forward to that. I'm assuming the last 2 will be Mass Destruction, and... Well, I mean, all that's left is Mass Destruction, Vicious, and Automation. I'm assuming Mass Destruction will be the very last one, and it really could be Vicious or Automation as far as the next to last. Thank you so much for subscribing, John. I do appreciate it a ton. That was a little ear bleedy. I wonder what that was. It was a big old noise. How important is Grave Infection? I mean, it's not a must-have, but it does work really well with it. So, I mean, Frostfire by itself is really strong. So it's definitely not a must-have, but it is a really, really strong combo. You know? I'll leave whoever runs the lava ball a little mana surprise. Free mana for whoever runs the lava ball. Not that that means anything, but... Oh, looks like it's going to be me. Or not. Nope, somebody already got it. When am I going to play 7 Days to Die again? Definitely soon, Lo-Fi. It's an awesome game. I really enjoy it. And I've been looking forward to this Alpha 18 hit, and I didn't realize it was already out. To be honest, I'm surprised they haven't released that game yet. It's been in early access for so long. And I mean, it's got its buggy issues for sure, but it's already surpassed what a lot of companies put their game out to the public at. Well, I mean, it pretty much is out to the public. It's a great game, though. I really enjoy playing it. See if I can't get Omni. Well, I mean, your first push, you definitely want to push as far as you can, or as far as you're comfortable with that, right? That's the smartest thing to do. I mean, the basic play style of the game, or the life cycle of the game, is get through to Chaos 7, get all your stuff all dialed in like you want it, then do one onslaught push and go as high as you can. Well, after you're done with that, then go through and spam out all your ancient power resets. And then, with your newly found power, go do another onslaught push and see how far you can make it. And then by that point, you've beaten the game. So you can choose to either keep grinding and min-maxing things, or call it good and wait for another game to come out. I mean, just that alone is going to take a ton of time, you know? I mean, you can easily put 1,000 hours into Dungeon Defenders 2 just going through that cycle, you know? So, I mean, you have to ask yourself, how many hours do you really want to put into the game? I mean, I love the game. That's why I ended up putting so much time into it. I just really, really like action defense games, and there's not a whole lot of options to it. And, you know, like, people hate on DD2 with its bugginess, but when you compare it to other action defense games out there, the only thing that's even really in the same department is the Orcs Must Die games and Sanctum games. Everything else is like nowhere near where DD2 is as far as polish. So, I mean, it's the good with the bad. I mean, yeah, we all want a perfect game. But on the same note, does a perfect game with no bugs exist? You know? Nothing new yet, but if we hear anything, we always get Dungeon Defenders Awakened news on Fridays. What's going on, Jaime? The Joker, what up? We always get Dungeon Defenders Awakened news on Fridays when it comes, so assuming if we get any news this week at all, it will come tomorrow. And of course, if we do get news, I'll be putting together a video of it. We just have to wait and see, you know. My day's good. I actually ended the you know, you guys know I'm doing my Destiny 2 grind right now with the new content. Well, I ended my day yesterday in a really, really, really good spot on my Warlock, and I'm excited to get in and play it. I was gonna play some Destiny 2 on stream today, but I'm a little bitter about... I know you were here yesterday, Jaime. But when I ran down into that nightclub, down in that bottom zone, in that one area, the song that was playing on the nightclub, the video got copyright claimed, and I ended up having a bunch of paperwork to do this morning. There's just nothing more irritating than that. It was 11 seconds of audio, and the 11 seconds of audio, this company copyright claimed a 2-hour plus live stream. It's like, oh my god, really? For 11 seconds? That's just extremely frustrating on the content creator side, because, like I said, it gives me a bunch of paperwork to do. You made a new Warlock, very nice. I've got a long list of people that will want to play DDA with me there, Lo-Fi, so I mean, I'll have a few set groups that I play with, but I'll be doing a lot of public stuff too. DDA is going to be a huge opportunity for me to play a Dungeon Defenders game on any platform. Well, of course, May. Can't do DDA without May. That just wouldn't be right. Alright, what do we got? Got a Chaos 8 amp there. I'll take it. We get anything good and shiny? Looks like nothing shiny. These two items I already had. May and Blade. Wow. What you been doing, Blade? You still grinding out that Warframe? Grinding out that Warframe. Could it be possible to make DDA for Android and iOS? I mean, I'm sure it's possible. Whether or not they'll do it, I don't know. That's a question you'd have to ask Chromatic. Warframe's a great game. There's nothing wrong with that. May knows that. May's got the best orbiter everywhere. You guys want an extra special treat, get the invite to May's orbiter, because she's got that thing redonkulous good. It looks nice, May. It looks nice. It makes mine embarrassing. DDA comes in February 2020, Arnborn. We should be getting a beta for it next month, a limited beta, but the game won't release until February. Anyway, so what next, y'all? What next? What we doing? This is all public matches. Viewer choices, so give me some choices here. You guys don't want me doing what I want. Power Surge. Sure, I'll do a Power Surge there, Sophisticus. How many things did Chromatic do for me in DD2? They didn't do really anything for me in DD2. The flare, but they didn't do the flare for me. The flare was part of the agreement for being on their stream team. That wasn't special just for me. Sophisticus says Power Surge. Power Surge it is. They keep inviting you. It's because you're a legend in DD2 there, May. Is why. Sophisticary. Go. Everybody wants to play with the legend, May. You're the legend in DD2. They have done nothing in the game for me personally, Lo-Fi. Like I said, the head flare is just part of that Casters Guild stream team thing. Grand Master Sophisticus. Oh my. Who else we got? We got Dungeon Boy Roy. See, we just got somebody else as well. Who'd we get? We got Aldmian.exe. So yeah, anyway, like I said, either take a lane, y'all, or bring me mana. One of the two. It's gonna be a little rough keeping a reflect beam up, but David, what's up, man? I was gonna say something to you earlier. I saw you playing that Hunter game. I've got so many friends that play that. Alright, so I am out of mana. So, like I said, somebody either has to build or start slinging mana at me. There we go. I saw you play. You were playing it. Like I said, I got a bunch of friends that play it and just absolutely love it and have been playing it. I've got one friend in the Netherlands that has been following that game so closely for so many years. Is my name Jose? No, my name is not Jose. Mayretha. Mayretha selling the personal information for carries. Hey, whatever it takes, May. Whatever it takes. What do we got here for bossery? Slap that down in the middle too, just to help out with them flyers a little. We got an ogre coming middle lane. See you, Mr. Ogre. Something manly like Emily or Sarah. You guys all know my name. I don't know why you guys are even pretending. I'm going to make you keep guessing, though, as long as we can come up with lots of Jose's, Emily's, and Sarah's. Getting the new house fine-tuned after the move. Very nice. No, we still don't have the destination yet. I can tell you what we're dependent on, and that is, I told everybody that my wife's mom, my mother-in-law, is going to be moving with us. And we're waiting for her house to sell, and she's got property down in Mexico, in Cabo, and right now, Cabo's got some drug lord issues, so like a lot of people aren't buying in that area right at the moment. Yeah, the one that lives in Los Cabos, indeed. So she's moving, she's going to be moving up to Washington with us. I think she may still end up... I mean, she spent the last 30 years in Mexico, so I'm thinking she's probably going to miss it and end up wanting to go back to at least visit, you know? So I'm sure she'll go back and visit quite frequently. But, I mean, we were all dialed in on a place, and then we went up. I think most of you remember back several months ago, we went up, and the place is just not, it was not what we thought we were getting, so we changed our mind. But, you know, better to find that stuff out up front, you know, than to move and then have issues. Especially when it involves buying a house and sinking, you know, going in massive debt for it. I got enough debt already without having to worry about any of it being bad debt, you know, from buying a house that's got issues. Oh, there's no doubt I'll be in debt afterwards, David. There's no other option for me. I don't have enough equity in where I live now to turn a profit. So I'll be going in debt for sure when we move, but I mean, I'm more than content and happy to. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. We ran out of mobs. Here we go. There is the power surge. Tooltips are currently bugged. There, Dat Boy. So when you look at someone else's defense, it doesn't show you an accurate number, and sometimes it blows it all out like that. It's all viewer requests there, Twinkie. So it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going through all of them. I probably won't have that much time today. Probably only go about another hour. I'm not... yeah, but I'm not really able to discuss anything there, David. You know how that works. See, we got a Malthius, a Bling King, and then clusters. Well, I mean, clusters is always a thing. always need small clusters, you know. So we can do that. We can go Malthius and then Bling King. How's that? I want to put this amp up. Oh, there's a weapon. Iron Wolf. Terrible hero damage roll, but pretty decent hero health roll on it. I wonder what it looks like. Let's check it out. I haven't seen that one yet. It doesn't look as cool as some of them, in my opinion. I mean, it looks cool. It actually goes with this costume fairly well. You gotta have your bow match your leggings. You see what I'm saying? There, gals, if there's any ladies at the stream besides Mayretha, always match your bow to your leggings. That is the key. It's the key to proper fashion in the world of Etheria. And, of course, for any guys out there that wear leggings, I don't want to leave y'all out. You all too. Hell, I might keep that one. There's no reason for me to keep this treetop sniper around. We'll get rid of it. It gives me something shiny to look at. It matches the leggings, you know. See, what about mods? No good mods. I'll throw that in the shop too for anybody that wants to float around. If you wants to float around, there's a floaty stick for you. It's not Destiny. It was a music company, David. I streamed Destiny 2 for 2 hours yesterday, and there's this little, one of the areas has a little nightclub in it. And I went down into the nightclub, and there was a song playing that was a Paul McCartney song, and a company that handles music rights or whatever copyright claimed my entire live stream because of an 11-second background audio clip in a video game. It's like, oh my god, are you kidding me? And then I disputed it, of course, and they rejected the dispute. Most of the time, with most games, when that happens, it's a mistake. The company's like, oh, we're sorry, you know, this song was in existence before the video game, and, you know, we apologize, and they remove the copyright claim. Oh no, not this company. And it's not even somebody that's associated with Paul McCartney. It's some bullshit licensing company. And that's what I was pissy about. It's not really Destiny's fault, but at the same note, you'd think Destiny would be able to say, you know, hey people, we paid you all this money. Back off. Yeah, I lost. That entire live stream from yesterday is owned by a third party now. It's not gone. It's still there, but it's no longer my content. It belongs to them. Now I'm gonna keep disputing it, of course. This is only the 1 day later results, but it's just a bunch of shit. Anyway, where were we before I started ranting and raving? Malthius. Let's go hit up Malthius. I was going to, but I can't really afford to take any videos down is the thing. I don't want, you know, when you take a video down, there's all kinds of links to that video out there that turn into dead links. And then anyone that would come to your channel via one of those links, they're not going to be a fan of yours, you know. What's going on there, Steven? How you doing? Anyway, let's get this going. Malthius Incursion. Let's do it. Juice misspelled as usual. We'll go with it. So yeah, anyway, it's not really a huge deal. It's something you get used to as a YouTube content creator. But it's just irritating, you know, is what the thing is. It's more irritating than anything else. How long is the stream going to be? Probably like another hour. I've got some real life things to do still with the kitty cat. Oop, I accidentally made it private. Let me get out of here. Derp. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that that's just hard to find in the game, John. Mario Kart for the iPad, and you're not a fan. That's fair. So how is the, I know that the Hunter game you've been playing is a free-to-play game. How is the free-to-play model with that? Do you feel obligated to dump a bunch of money into it, or can you just play the game and have fun without spending anything? Can't play till dinner's over. Well, you gotta eat your dinner, man. Gotta eat your dinner. Alright, let's try this again. We'll hit public this time. And we'll spell juice properly. How's that? So we're doing it the right way right from the start here. Still cooking? Well, you know, you gotta prep it before you can eat it. Well, it just goes with the territory there, Detroy. It's a game with not a whole lot of information available in-game. So shy of, like, going to, like, my YouTube channel. Shy of going outside of the game, there's just a lot of stuff that's, you just don't learn on your own, you know? I've got no interest in doing any Onslaught lo-fi. I've gone into that why a million times over. I know you've heard a million times over why I got no interest in doing Onslaught, so Onslaught is blah mode to me. Just not my favorite game mode. I've been there, I've done that. I've seen all the sites. I just have no interest in continuing on with it, you know? I mean, I'm done with AP resets. There's no reason for me to climb anymore. AP resets, to me, are way more fun than Onslaught. You gotta be ready to hit the button if you're gonna request it. There, that Roy. See, it leaves me 370. Like to get a little flyer defense in here. It's not gonna kill them all, but it will at least soften them up. That leaves 710. What is this gonna leave? It's gonna leave like 80, is it? Ouch. I spent a little more than I normally spend on the other lanes. So we'll just go like that. And like that. In fact, let's upgrade these flame auras. And we'll upgrade these two. And we'll give that one a boost. Oh, it filled up really quick. That's fair. I'm excited to see people playing. The player count numbers have been down pretty low on most days lately. Kazoo, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Well, we can do this one again if there's other people that want in. I'll go back out and remake one more of these. Get wrecked, bads. Get wrecked. Doing good over there. Should do a first time stream of it. I mean, I've got enough friends and people that I know playing it. And they have been playing it for like years. You know, it makes me wonder, am I missing out on an awesome game by not playing it, you know? It's because you haven't been doing Drakenfrost carries, is that what it is, Twinkie? People are like, nope, Twinkie's back in school, I'm out. What's going on, John? How are you? No Twinkie, no play. That's just how it's going to be around here. You know, I've heard that from other people too. Well, I'm pretty certain if I sold you my account, the account would probably instantly get banned, Lo-Fi. But if you're willing to pay $100K US dollars for it, I'm willing to do it. Send me the money. Do I know a YouTuber named Sunday? I do not. Is it somebody I should know? Should be checking out their stuff? What's going on there, Quad Trail Mix? How you doing? His wife is 8 months pregnant. Oh, wow. Got a new baby coming, huh? Second child? That's fair enough. We're looking pretty good here. That one upgrade on the Flyers actually did pretty good. They're dying up there to that Flamar. I just one up on it. It was never confirmed, Quad. It was said by Chromatic that they're going to try to make it happen, but that it's a technical issue. That they've had problems doing it because of conflicts with other mods. What's my PayPal juice? There's a link in the description. If you're ready to buy the account, Lo-Fi. Yeah, Shatterquake is not dependent on playing the Apprentice. It's just a mod like any other mod. So you build it with a Shatterquake defense. It's gonna work just like any other mod would, whether you're active on the Apprentice or not. There's no defense mods that require play. If it's a mod that goes on a defense, it's strictly to that defense. Doesn't require you to be active on that hero. Well, I wish these things dropped like candy back in the day, back when this bow was good. I bet I ran this map 150 times before I got a good roll on one. Way back when. And now they drop every map. One of the weapons does. Or it seems like it anyway. Maybe not every map, but certainly quite frequently. Alright. So I will queue this one up again. We had some folks that said they weren't able to get in, that wanted to get in. Got another amp somewhere. 2 amps today. Not too shabby there. Alright, so we'll do one more Malthius. It's an in-game flare item there, Christian. We'll do one more Malthius to give some other folks a chance to get in. I'm not going to name this one, because then people that are just sitting there in public matches will jump into it. So I'm just going to leave this one as this name. So you guys will have to look for it. Anyway, here we go. It's in the game from being part of the Dungeon Defenders 2 stream team for over a year. It's one of the things they promised was they would put in-game flares based off of your logo into the game after you've been on their stream team for a year. Put this one up a little bit too close, I think. I think it'll still be fine, but I have to watch for a stray lady orc or two on that lane. Alright, Steven, take it easy. Enjoy. Enjoy your day. We're missing, what, 220 mana. Oh, it's pretty rough there, David. I mean, we all want it, right? I'm anxious to play DDA. There's somebody. There's Twinkie. Twinkie with the juicy head flare. Yeah, I mean, I'm super, super anxious to play it. In fact, I thought about going and playing a bunch of DD1 here lately. Just so I can get used to the DD1 systems again, because the systems will be more familiar to DD1 than DD2. Feels like we could use a little bit more juice somewhere. We just got one aura there. That'd probably be fine. I like to put 2 on those 2 lanes because of the lady orcs are usually pretty heavy. Did I put... Yeah, I put the flyer lanes in. What do we got? Here, I got a huntress with me. We can get some splody splodes going too. You gotta get the wife to play too, David. That's the key, man. That's the key. I am so hoping my wife likes DDA. If she likes DDA, then it's on, you know. I don't play on the Xbox very much. I'm debating on going back and playing a little on a console, but I'm not strong enough to be doing any carries. I'll barely be able to struggle through things on my own. I don't have a Lobby account anymore. So I've been thinking about firing up the Xbox or the PlayStation just so I have a Lobby account again to do videos without having all the fancy stuff, you know. There's no way to get it currently, Jaime, because Chromatic has stopped giving away codes. Oh, that's what I forgot here. It was a reflect beam. It's all good. We're good enough anyway. Chromatic has not been giving codes out. So, unless they give me the codes, I can't give away the flares. I'm not really interested in getting carried. Lo-fi, I'd want to play the game legit on my own without somebody carrying me. Personally. I mean, I've got no offense to anyone that wants to get carried through. You do you, you know. But for me, personally, I don't like being carried. I want to get there on my own, or I just won't do it, you know? I mean, if I get in a pinch, don't worry, I'll be asking for help. I will indeed be asking people for help. But I need to get in a pinch first. Not just not my thing. You know, I play games to play the game, not to have somebody else play it for me. Like I said, I mean, God knows I've carried a bazillion people. I've got no problem with the whole people getting carried. If you want to get carried, get carried. But for me, that ruins my experience. So you choose what your experience is. For me, I'd rather play the game. The field of view is kind of rough on the consoles there, Twinkie, no doubt. Now, this is exactly the same as my last video, Ryan. I've done 0 changes since my last Nuke Monk video. It's 100% exactly the same. The only difference is some of the mods that were lower quality I've upgraded to better mods, but it's still the same mods, just higher quality versions. Exclamation nuke in chat. Ah, the good old days there, Twinkie. Let me see, I'm pretty sure that's the most current one. Let me look. Nope, there's a new one past that. So instead of that, go spotlights in chat. So that is indeed not the correct one. So go spotlights and just scroll down to it in the playlist because the bot's not up to speed. Exclamation spotlights in chat. What is this zombie mod on my staff? I don't know what you mean. Oh, grave infection? Maybe it's grave infection is what you're talking about. Leaves the little skulls on the ground. I bet that's the same for ages. I think the last 2 Nuke Monk spotlights have both used grave infection. I mean, that's not a required shard. That's just, or required mod. That's just a fun mod. I like using it. It is really, really strong. But it's not, I mean, as far as weapon mods, the only weapon mod that's a required mod on a Nuke Monk is Focused Power. It puts the little skelly on the ground that poisons enemies that go through it. It puts a little poison arrow on the ground basically while it's up. And it does stack, so like you see here, there's 3 of them. That's 3 separate poison mods all stacked on top of each other, basically. I personally don't use Earth Shatter right now because it's so buggy, Zach. But if I was to use Earth Shatter and if I didn't mind using buggy things, I would use Shatterquake plus literally anything else. And then I would go with a hero that has lots of mods and shards that cause weapon procs, such as Frostfire, the Grave Infection, Life Leech, anything that has a chance on hit. Shatterquake procs all that stuff. Yeah, anti-range affects the wyverns and the lightning bugs, Twinkie. Wyverns and lightning bugs are ranged, and kobolds and kobolds are support. It has nothing to do with your abilities there, Ryan. It's the mods and shards, not the things that you're actively doing. That's the bug. I mean, I wouldn't even be able to talk about it if Chromatic wouldn't have already outed the bug back several patch notes ago when they claimed to fix it, and it didn't get fixed. It procs all weapons and shards that can be procced. So, for example, it will proc Frostfire Ravnets and Grave Infection. It will proc Burning Strikes. It will proc Drenching Strikes. I'm assuming it will proc Sundering Blow, but I don't know for sure. But it will proc Burning Strikes and Drenching Strikes, plus Frostfire Remnants, Grave Infection on my setup. But that's why I don't use it, because it's absurdly buggy. And although it is entertaining to look at, watching everything just go crazy, it's not intended. It's a bug, you know? So if you don't mind doing that sort of thing, then by all means, go ham. I personally don't do that sort of thing because I'm trying to teach people how to do it the right way. So I can't be doing it the cheesy way, or I'm not really teaching anybody anything, right? No one would give you a straight answer on it. That one's been pretty cut and dry since the beginning. There hasn't been any real changes to flyers in that regard. Teaching people how to cheat the system. Those are the best videos, but sadly, being on the Chromatics official stream team, I can't be doing that. I used to. You guys remember the old Glitch Witch videos and stuff like that? Alright, so what next, y'all? What next? We just did Alter, Eric. I mean, I could do it again if more people want it, but I tell you what I did want to do. I want to check. I'm going to do a solo Alter real quick because I want to see something. I want to see how bad the diminishing returns will be on the assassins. Someone wanted blinking. That's fair. We'll do a blinking after this. I just want to see how bad the diminishing returns are here real quick on automating these bell ringing. The ringing of the bells. You'll get them up there, Ryan. That's where pretty much most of us started on them. As soon as you hit the start of end game, that's just where you're going to be. You'll get your stuff all jacked up here in time. Alright, so let me just do a standard issue build on all the lanes here real quick. Come on. There we go. I'll do Blink King next. There, Jaime. Yeah, it's really stinky, Twinkie. It's kind of sad because Snipe is kind of fun. It's got potential, but it's just bad, you know? It's quite unfortunate. I mean, I'm sure it's usable if anybody just wants to play that way, but it's certainly not ideal. The last good snipe build, you remember Pandinator back in the day. He hasn't played in a long time. The last good snipe build I saw was a build that he did, and he was basing it off a crit, basically, and he stacked all of the crit stuff, and he was sniping with weak points. So, and that was when weak points were working properly, where now weak points aren't even working properly. See, I gotta save 100, so I got plenty left. Water for more drench. Well, I mean, anything for drench is better than the Thunderstruck drench on board. The Thunderstruck drench is really bad. So, these reflect beams will just cycle. And they should auto-ring that bell, right? Let's see. Yep, okay. Shame you can't make it happen with the potion. That would be ridiculously OP. I'm pretty sure it won't trigger the potion, because that actually has to be hit on. Nah, it's not going to trigger the potion. That would be ridiculous. Alright. So, basically, I'm going to let these bells just ring. And I want to see how the diminishing returns are on the assassins. Are they even going to make it out all the way? I'm wondering. I'm assuming the diminishing returns will stack up. Good lord, why can I not pick up the book? There we go. See, they're stunned up over there, so they're getting auto-stunned. Nah, the diminishing returns kicked in quick. That dude's just moving around now. So it's too much stun is the problem. Yeah, it looks like it reset. I mean, certainly something helpful. Just will it stun properly at the right times is really the question. No, it's all one there, John. It's per account. It's not based off of like the piece of gear or anything else. It's if you do a reroll on that account, it ticks up one. Where are all the books at? There's one down here, right? Spotlights, lo-fi spotlights. Here's a book. There should be books all over the damn place now. Where the heck they all at? Did I frostfire the books? Or no, there's one. Oh, shoot. I didn't get it. Stupid assassins. Nope. God dang it. I gotta do more books again. That's what I get for derping around watching these stupid diminishing returns stack up. Need to kite them away. Come over here, assassins. Come over here. There's one. Oh, there was two right there. That's where they're all going. Let's see if we can get the assassins to come down here. There we go. Now we got plenty of room. Get rid of this assassin. There we go. Ooh, look at this little sneaky girl over here. Creeping her way on through. Oh, I never put the reflect in down here is what the deal is. There we go. Left out my reflect beam. Yeah, lightning strikes are single target. Single target is good for healthier mobs. Now, the good thing about lightning strike particularly is it's only 20 DU, so it gives you somewhere to put your destructive pylon shard that doesn't cost a bunch of mana. But in addition to that, it's a single target defense, so it hits really, really hard. So for mobs like Lady Orcs that are going through and making it to the end, see, the lightning strike is the last thing back, so it's got a good chance of taking out those Lady Orcs. I'm looking forward Really looking forward to it too there, Whitewater. It can't come soon enough. Destructive Pylon buffs the defenses around it. It's similar to Power Pylon, but it can be used on anything. It doesn't have to be on a blockade. Anyway, I'm not actually going to play the rest of the map, but I'm going to let it run a little bit here without doing anything. I just want to see how long it takes for these assassins. How long it takes for the diminishing returns to wear off. I mean, they're just stunned out there right now. I should go over here and look at it. See, it's finally making its way in. It's certainly, the DR stacks up on it, but at the same note, it goes away relatively quick too. So it certainly provides some crowd control for sure. And there we go. See, it wears off really quick too. So I think anyone that's struggling with this map that has the EV2, it doesn't matter, Eric, because it's going off every 6 seconds and the stun lasts like 4 or 5 seconds. So, I mean, it's 100% uptime even with just one bell. So it doesn't really matter there. The second stun when you pop it isn't affecting diminishing returns. Diminishing returns won't stack on themselves. If the stun effect is still going and the next stun hits, the DR is not there. Anyway, anyone having a challenge or a struggle with this map, I could definitely be a way around it. I mean, the smart thing would be to only use one bell just because that gives you more DU to build the map. And then, of course, you got that invulnerability here. Ha ha. Assassin can't hurt me. Oop. Oops, I accidentally added an item. Alright, so we'll hop out of here and we'll head on over to Blade King now. I just wanted to pop in and check that out. It buffs the defense power, right? It's just like a power, like I said, it's just like a power pylon. Increases the defense power of nearby defenses by 38%. Increases defense power of the affected tower by 34%. So, it's just like power pylon. Do I even have a power pylon handy? Let's see. Except power pylon has to be used on walls, and this is 38% instead of 24%. I think there's a spotlight for Volcano, but if not, I know there's a spotlight for the Obelisk, and I use the same relic. I just move it over. Anyway, let's get us a little Blade King going. Probably actually make this one the last one, y'all. I do apologize for the shorty stream today, but I've got some stuff I need to get done. Let's see, Blade King. Vampiric Empowerment is not the best in slot, but yeah, it works on a Flame Aura. It goes off the defense health stat, not the effect of it. Flamars do have a defense health stat. It's just that stat gets converted over to energy instead. Or not even energy, it's like charges. Anyway, here we go. What's going on there, Mario? Welcome back. I mean, Vampiric Empowerment is what you use for damaging defense if you have nothing else to put in the third slot. If you literally have nothing else to put in, then Vamp is your go-to. It's that autofill, place dis here kind of thing, you know? What's going on there, praying gods? So last map, y'all, hop on in. We still got one spot open. What's up, Brian? How you doing today? You can get two of them, Ryan. You get one from Mastery and one from Prime Incursions. The shards that you get from each zone are identical. There's no shards that are Mastery only, and there's no shards that's Prime Incursion only. It's the same thing, you just get a second set of them. Did I put that too close? Man, it's questionable. I'm gonna leave it. What about over here? That one's really questionable. And move it back to there. Give them a little space to come out. We don't want to be losing any of our golds, you know? Gots to keep all the golds. Well, it'll either be Vicious or Automation, Twinkie. We'll have to wait and see. But I do think it will be one of those two. It's a little close there too, but it's not too terrible. Could be worse, right? Let's put that there. And we'll go with that there. Thanks, let's upgrade him a little bit. A little love, a little love. Thank you so much there, Prancing Piranha. I do appreciate it. Oop, and here I am just ignoring the objective. Maybe I should be on the lookout for some gold, huh? What do you think? There's one right up there. Sadly, there's no real benefit to letting them run forever. This is a map that you could just basically let run forever, and sadly it's just not worth it though. There's not enough gold gained, or just not worth doing, you know. Let's throw an upgrade there. Get one there. And it looks like that beam is squared away. And we'll hit that one too. Why not? There's some gold. Thanks, gold. Looks like we may be out. Out of the shinies. Oh man. Dive bomb from hell there, huh? How we doing? 3 more. Day it is. Who makes it first? Oh, on board. Is that on board? I think that's on board. With that afro. Maybe not. Beat me to the race. Dude pops a super on me in PvP in Destiny 2 yesterday. And then today he's going to steal my gold. I see how you are. I thought it wasn't right. I'm like, what the hell, man? What are the chances we get queued into the same PvP match against each other? Two more golds. And here comes one. Everybody's on it. What's going on there, IHOPs? Welcome back. Fail jump. Yeah, Talisman works great here. Talisman works great everywhere. It's just you take away from your own personal glory for using it. That's why you don't see anybody using it. There's nothing at all wrong with the Initiate. It's a great character. But you don't get any personal glory. Am I a master at DD2? Is there such a thing? There's no skill level in DD2. It's all about having the loot and understanding the strategy. So, yeah, I mean, from that regard, there is no, all DD2 players are the same. It's just, have you grinded out all the loot and do you understand all the strategy or not? If you have all the shards and you know how to use them, you're going to succeed in DD2. It's just all there is to it. Nobody's better than anybody else. We just people that play it. I'm wondering if the gold spawn right here behind this tree is still there. It seems like I never see it anymore, ever. And it used to be like there all the time. Oops, I missed. I missed my gold delivery. Sorry, Mr. Blaine King. It still pops up sometimes? Fair enough. Maybe I'm just never seeing it. Ooh, failed jump. Failed jump for the loss. Oh, it started with one there. Onboard's too quick to snagging them. Oh, yeah, there's one there right now, huh? Maybe I just haven't noticed it then, or other people have grabbed it before I got to it or whatever. But yeah, there it'd be. Yeah, it does seem like the mobs come out, the special mobs come out a little bit slower. I think that adds to the challenge, because the mobs are a little healthier, and if they're coming out a little slower as far as how quickly you can end the map. Adds a little bit to the difficulty, because you just have to stay alive longer, Alright, everybody. Like I said, I do apologize. We got a little bit of a shorty today, though. Hopefully, tomorrow we get some Dungeon Defenders news of some sort, whether it be DD2, Awakened, anything. It'd just be nice to hear back from Chromatic again. I haven't heard a peep from them really since TwitchCon. But anxious to get some more news. Hopefully they have some more for us. But anyway, thanks a ton, everybody. Hopefully everybody's having a great afternoon, midweek here. If we do get some Dungeon Defenders news tomorrow, then of course I will be putting together a news video tomorrow afternoon. And you can definitely count on seeing that here on the channel. But thanks an absolute ton, everybody. Hopefully everybody had some fun. And I will see you all next time. Take it easy.